The Supreme Court sided with Oklahoma this morning in the case involving the drug Oklahoma and other states use for lethal injections. Good afternoon, I'm Ron Terrell. The court took up the case after controversial executions using the drug midazolam. The Oklahoma inmates petitioned to ban the drug, but the court came down on the side of the state. Fox 23's Kyla Campbell's live outside the Supreme Court to explain. Kyla?
Ron, in a 5-4 decision, the justices said that states, including Oklahoma, can still use the drug midazolam. Midazolam is used in a series of drugs for executions, and it's supposed to induce a coma-like state, but challengers said that was not always the case. They pointed to the execution last April of Clayton Lockett. They said that Lockett writhed in pain, gasped for air, and even spoke during his 43-minute execution. The justices said in this case it wasn't the drug that was the problem, it was the people who administered the drugs to Lockett that were the problem. They said the IV missed Lockett's veins, so the drugs did not go into his bloodstream. Instead, they went into the tissue around the access point, so the drug didn't work the way it was supposed to. The justices also said the prisoners failed to identify a known and alternative method of execution that entails a lesser risk of pain, that is something required of them under the 8th Amendment challenge. 4 justices dissented in this case. They said this ruling is like allowing prisoners to be slowly tortured to death, and at least 2 of the justices said they question whether the death penalty overall is constitutional. Our co-worker Jacqueline Fell was getting reaction outside the Supreme Court. She'll have much more coverage for you later on today. For now, reporting live outside the Supreme Court in Washington, covering news that matters, Kyla Campbell, Fox 23 News.
Governor Mary Fallin released a statement hours ago saying, in part, I appreciate the court's ruling, which upholds the letter and the spirit of the law as it was written. The Attorney General's office, pursuant to state law, will notify the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals that the court is now able to set execution dates for Richard Glossip, John Marion Grant, and Benjamin Robert Cole.